Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Crypto Osho. Today I'm gonna discuss the Bitcoin price on a big scale, the overall action of the Bitcoin price. And so that's gonna be very important in the analysis of what's happening next, as we are right here, right now, in this area, just suppressed the inverse head and shoulders that was there and suppressed the head and shoulders that was there. Let's take a look at the technicals. We are probably in a long accumulation pattern right here. We might see quick wicks to the upside and to the downside. We might see a solid retest of the $46,000, but I don't believe that this market is breaking an all-time high again. And let's face that fact. Again, in the near term, of course, I mean, because we all know, and I'm gonna discuss this in this video, but we all know where Bitcoin is going. With all that fiat money printing, let's check out the M1 and M2 money supply in case of the US government. And so those are those can be used as indicators to where assets such as Bitcoin might be going. And so please look at this. Bitcoin was created somewhere right here, as we've seen the slope. Now this slope just turned ridiculous. It was fearing a lot of investors with time, and we have seen several crashes in this period compared to all of this period and back to the 1900s, early 1900s maybe. And so it is really important to keep those charts in mind, because this is what will drive Bitcoin up. This is an insane slope right here. This is an insane slope. If you notice what Bitcoin did right here, let's go to the daily. Yes, you guessed it right. We were right here, this period. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Bitcoin has a limited supply, halving each 4 years, making it more and more scarce. It is already at 34,000, and we already minted 16 or 17 million of the Bitcoins. Out of all the 21 million that will ever come into existence, 17 million has been minted in 12 years maximum. So that's less than 12 years. And so the final Bitcoin will be minted somewhere between early 2000s, 2100, which takes us a year from now. Anyway, $2,140 approximately. And so this is extremely bullish for Bitcoin. If you take a look in the early era of crypto and Bitcoin, it's nothing compared to what we're seeing right now. Just like this, the M1 money supply, although it is artificially created, this is artificially created. Bitcoin's supply is artificially created, but it is trustable. We can trust it because it is decentralized, it is open source, and it is disrupting everything humans have been using as money since the early days, and that's even before Christ. I mean, we've been using gold, which was the first universal store of value, let's say, which can be used for worldwide trading. You know, there wasn't planes, but there was civilizations that didn't know other civilizations existed, and then they built relationships, and so gold was used, which is why there's a lot of gold bugs, and which is why those excuse me, which is why those gold bugs are not Bitcoin friendly because they're so deep in the idea of gold. But technology is revolutionizing the world every single day, and there's no doubt in that. It has revolutionized everything we do. Why shouldn't it revolutionize money? And so I have come across a very good tweet by TradingView, which has nothing to do with crypto, but you guys need to check this out as well. In June, approximately, that this is like the same period we're talking about here. This is right here. This is right here. Look what happened to crude oil. Minus 40 bucks now. It's at 73. That's that's insane. That's insane. The way the world works and those cycles. And so let's talk about the Bitcoin cycle. So every 4 years there's a halving, which reduces the supply by half for the next upcoming 4 years of mining. And so if we take a look at the price action of Bitcoin, the first bull run that people talk about is here in 2013, which is a straight off blow off top. Boom. We've never seen this price again. And so if we measure the move from this consolidation to the top, it is a 900% gain. Of course, as I get more and more accurate in clicking here, let's take the bottom of the pattern. It is now 2000%, approximately 1800. So that's 20x. That's a 20x. And then we go to a long-term accumulation cycle. That's a long-term accumulation cycle. This falling wedge is actually a bullish pattern, but it took way too much time for people that was way too early in Bitcoin and didn't know anything about the asset. Now we have a bit of background data in which we can take dives and analyze, do data science. Shout out Benjamin Cowan. But this is solid data once we look back at it. And so we did a blow off top and then a long accumulation cycle. When we broke out, we started seeing a rise again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Of course, this took much time as well. Let's say right here, 2 years approximately. And then another blow off top. Let's take the measured price target. 5,000% this time. 5,000%, guys. Of course, that's because there's data dating back from this bull cycle in 2017 back 2 years. Although here it is the oldest chart we got on TradingView, and so we don't have a year. We don't even have a year. Let's take this 245 bars, so 245 days, that's like 2/3 of a year, maybe a bit less. Anyways, this is the long-term cycle on which Plan B, a very famous chart indicating, let's go to images, and exactly this is it. This is a model made by Plan B, which is on Twitter. Go follow him, which is on Twitter. Plan B. This is the guy. Alright. He made a pretty accurate model of the Bitcoin price. And so we can see a live data, but I guess you know, guys, that we've been deviating from this part right here we might see a blow off top over this straight line as we've seen in the past cycles, and then go back and consolidate right here, which is the scenario most YouTubers have been calling for, the 3-digit Bitcoin. And so if we collect all this data, the Bitcoin long-term price is inevitably going up. It is inevitably going up. And so after the bull cycle of 2017 as well, when we went in a, this is much more like a curve, not a straight line. And this can be represented as a straight line, which is pretty good support. This pretty good support. And so we did dipped. This is the Corona crash. This is after the bull cycle. This is the crash that is, that is due to us breaking out of this pattern. If we remember the old pattern here, we broke out of it, which is why we didn't see a major dump after we broke this pattern. But right here, I guess I could pull off some of those curved lines. Sine. Oh shit. I forgot where I could find those curved lines. Anyways, we have a curved line right here, like this. And so we broke out, which is exponential. This is an exponential downturn. And so we broke out severely right here, went into consolidation down, went up, which is the mini bull cycle people have been talking about in 2019, which is when we saw DeFi summer. And so Ether dates back approximately 2015. Ether was created right here somewhere. And in this bull cycle, Ether didn't have any use case, nothing but a bunch of kitties. You could trade like NFTs of kitties. Yes, there were NFTs before, but it wasn't the same. Fundamentally, it is the same, but it was different. And so this all happened right here. And right here, we saw this run up. There was no stable coins. And so everyone pulled their money back to ETH, which caused an ETH bull run. Bitfinex. And this is the ETH bull run right here, which topped at in early 2018, 15 of Jan. 15 of Jan, guys. Bitcoin topped on the 17th of December. So this is 1 month for all the money here to flow into ETH. So those were people that were selling their Bitcoin. To catch the top quickly, you had to sell it to ETH, and so causing ETH to pump again, and then the big dump and the long bear cycle for both of those assets began. Yeah, and so right here, this is small pump. Stable coins were involved. There was a DeFi summer. Everyone was staking using DeFi, Compound, Aave, which made us get a little momentum. And so we went down in this bearish pattern again, and then we broke out of it and got a huge rejection, which was the Corona rejection. Boom, slapped down to 3,900, which caused a lot of fear in the market. But this price action right here was very, 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 very important. It was very important because all the institution buying took their decision seeing this recovery right here. When Bitcoin crashed, 2 years ago from 20,000 to 4,000 again once it did it and tested it many times right here. This was when the market was doing what TradingView, the traditional, the capital markets and everything, commodities, was doing what TradingView was pointing to right here. Bitcoin did this and then went back up, continuing its bull cycle. Now, a lot of people like to compare this cycle that we're in right now to a cycle in 2013, because there was a double top. If we go back right here, there was a top and then long consolidation with a couple wicks, just like I said, no wicks to the upside right here. I should say that I'm using Heiken-Aishi candles. Alright, those are the regular candles. Those are the regular candles. For those of you who don't know, Heiken-Aishi candles are like candles and an indicator all in one, because it doesn't take, it like reduces the volatility crypto or Bitcoin is subjected to. And it takes into account the averages of the previous candle, where it opened, where it closed, where did it hit the all-time high of this specific candle, whether you're on the 15 or the 1 hourly, whatever time frame you're in. And so this is like another YouTube video explaining technical indicators, etc. This is the regular candles, and we saw a top right here and then a consolidation for about let's take it right here, about half a year, 177 bars, about half a year, and we saw another blow off top. I don't know, I don't think there's a chart that's older than Bitfinex. Fimax, that's, I don't think so, I don't think so. I don't think so, no. So let's stick here. I should probably go out of TradingView if I want to see, but you guys can find it. You guys can find it easy. And we know where Bitcoin was prior to 2013. In 2013, right here, it is at $100. So it was probably like $20 right here. It went and did a blow off top of 4-5x, went down a long consolidation pattern, then a blow off top, which is why all people, all YouTubers, which like to keep you guys happy and are telling you that this will consolidate and then go up, breaking another all-time high by the end of 2021, so somewhere right here. Like that. Let's say it's like that. A 3-digit Bitcoin as well they want, so it might be all over here. So let's draw this again. Let's draw this again. And that's projecting the stock to flow again as well. So they're calling for consolidation. Let's say we have quick wicks. And then shoot out to, I don't know what range those insane predictions are, but it's somewhere in the 3 digits. I mean, YouTubers have been predicting, I guess there's Crypto Love that predicted this top 4 years ago, and it happened, not 4 years, maybe a bit less, maybe 3 or 2 years, but he predicted that 60 to 80k would be the top. So those other YouTubers, for example, have price targets of in this area right here. Other have low to a million, and there's like Bitcoin OGs really think that Bitcoin is going to 7 digits. That's what they really think. I mean, look at John McAfee with the ran a newer on CNBC in 2018, I guess. He said that 1 million is his conservative. You can go look out, just search this on YouTube. It's a short interview. You can probably spot where he says his prediction is 1 million, and this is a conservative prediction in probably less than 30 seconds. I'm not gonna go and find it right here. This stream is probably longer than what it should be, but yeah, that's what I'm aiming to do. Let's do a long stream and explain to you guys Bitcoin and the price ranges. And so this is a scenario that wouldn't happen unless we see very big news in Bitcoin. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but we have to see something major, like halving type of event, which is not happening because it's coded. And so I don't know what would happen here to make Bitcoin go like this, but I don't see it at all. I don't see it. Yes, there was a lot of FUD right here. There was a lot of FUD from China mining crackdown to the 4chan FUD to Elon Musk FUD and Doge and all those other shitcoins, which is why I'm, as I mentioned in the video before, I took some short scalps on some shitcoins because it was the only category of coins that were pumping while we're here. There was some of them that were pumping while we're here, but as well Ether was pumping while we're here, and other large caps, such as Matic, for example, such as PancakeSwap, such as Bakery, such as all those tokens that made huge gains right here. Here we saw more of use case, real life, let's say real life use cases coin pump, like Theta, like Dent, like a bit freaking hot, which is like a chain, but it did like 100x maybe, and it was already on Binance, so it was a pretty good coin in a very short time. I mean, Matic did 100x, but it was like from all this time. And so for this event to be happening to Bitcoin, I very doubt it. I don't know. I really have no idea. I mean, El Salvador adopting Bitcoin is good news, and it happened right here. And there's other countries that are going and follow El Salvador to adopt Bitcoin as a native currency. And that's very important because all the Bitcoin millionaires struggle with their Bitcoin. Yes, they have the money, but if they want to cash it, if the bank accepts, they're going to pay a huge amount of taxes. Especially if they've been holding for 10 years, for example, they're paying a huge amount of taxes. So they can't buy a house with their Bitcoin, they can't do an investment if it's not in crypto. There's a lot of this and that when it comes to cashing out your Bitcoin. Remember that it is the best performing asset in the history of the world. Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the history of the world. I repeat, Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the history of the world. I mean, other than your time, maybe your time is the most precious asset, but then comes Bitcoin. It's like that. It is that deep. Because Satoshi knew what was being created. And so I hope there's no voting to change anything crucial about Bitcoin. Even if Musk, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been a fan. He's probably one of my idols, Elon Musk. I've been following him since before Tesla. But I think his company is at risk. Tesla is at risk with all the subsidiaries and the funding and the claims that he is a green company, although he's taking the initiative and he's the first that took initiative and that made movement and is building the infrastructure, but it comes at a cost. So this transition isn't soft. And so Tesla buying Bitcoin was a big deal for all this eco-friendly business. And so keep in mind that Teslas, not all people have solar powered roof tiles with a battery connected to it, to which they charge their Tesla. And even if they do, maybe they're in a long road trip and they just need a charging station. And let's face it, the energy that comes to those stations is not renewable in most parts of the world. Very few depend totally. I think nobody yet depends totally on renewable energy, but hopefully it is close. And meanwhile, it is gonna cause a lot of trouble for Bitcoin. Not trouble, but like we all know Bitcoin price is inevitably going up with time. This is basic law number one of Bitcoin. This is law number one of Bitcoin, which is why Satoshi made it like this, because he incentivized people to come and adopt it early. Because how can you introduce a monetary means of payment who disrupts the current system if you can't get people to adopt it at first? And so the people who got most rewarded are the people that went it at first. Of course, there's whales. What do you expect? It's inevitable, but it is for the greater good of Bitcoin. If there wasn't whales, there probably wouldn't be Bitcoin. And so I'm gonna live with the whales. I'm not a whale, but I'm gonna learn to live with the whales. And so I don't see the scenario coming. So let's delete. I want to talk other than Bitcoin. I want to talk about a very important tweet other than Bitcoin in this video, because I think it is very time sensitive and very disruptive. It was a conspiracy, but this conspiracy is no longer a conspiracy. I was waiting for the moment to invest and I didn't know, I wasn't sure. I mean, it was too good to be true. And so, but the technology is doable, and the whole project is doable. So we're gonna tackle that in like 5 minutes. So what I see Bitcoin doing right here is a consolidation. Just like we saw in all the previous cycles. Consolidation. Hopefully we don't break down. We already broke out once directly and then broke up again. We already did the bounce and then did another bounce, creating a double bottom, and launched the price higher, which coincide with the Bitcoin halving. What I could see happening here for Bitcoin is a consolidation, which is more than the one we did before in 2013, between the two, the double tops of the cycle, this and that, so which was half a year. I could see Bitcoin consolidating for more than half a year, and then maybe start, and then maybe flatten out, and then start going up slowly until the halving happens. We retest and then we go up again. I mean, I think that Bitcoin does, between the two halvings, all that it does is an accumulation pattern, but the game for accumulation has changed. The game has changed. I mean, market cap, let's go to coin market cap. Coin market cap, we can see the market cap of, or maybe you can see it on trading view, but let's just go to market cap. And check the difference in the bull cycle. The market cap Bitcoin topped right here. Bitcoin topped right here. Look at the market cap. It was 600 million, 600 billion. It was 600 billion. And then ETH topped right here. It was 830 billion. And so this is nothing compared to what we're seeing right here. If you take a look, we topped, and as well the market cap has a blow off top. This is interesting. The market cap of all crypto assets value in USD has made a blow off top, which is different than what Bitcoin made. Bitcoin consolidated for a while. This looks like a blow off top, so which reinforces my argument that we're not seeing another top. Yeah, and so we topped out at a market cap of 2.4 trillion, which is 5 times approximately the market cap here. If we go back to 2013, the market cap was like 1 million, which is why we saw this insane run. A whole lot of money went into crypto. The people that was here at 1 billion and rode it all the way to 600 billion, that's a 600x on the Bitcoin. That's from 2013 to 2018 approximately. Yeah, we're just seeing those volume candles appear right here. All is negligible right here. And if you zoom in, I guess if I zoom in, yeah, same thing. Everything here is negligible, which is why the Bitcoin price will inevitably go up. Which is why the Bitcoin price will inevitably go up. So this is pretty interesting. I wish we would see another blow off top or another top for this cycle. Let's say we consolidate half a year and then go and reach this 3-digit area. I mean, that would be great because, as I mentioned, I panic sold right here approximately, and then I bought back in this area. And so I'm very low on USDT. I do have some USD, but I don't see myself investing more now. I would wait for the price action to give us a little bit more of an idea of how the Bitcoin price would evolve. But I think that clearly this indicator is great, guys. This indicator is great. CryptoFace is great. He's one of the greatest when it comes to trading. And so we can see that this huge wave of money, you see this green wave right here? This is all money coming into Bitcoin, coming into Bitcoin. And if you look at the RSIs, which is those blue waves, let's say, momentum waves, the RSI is the blue line. We can see that we never ever went down below the zero line, except for a few times right here, which was the retest of this uptrend, which is the last trending line in the ribbon. So I should put back Heiken Aishi. So yeah, that's clearer. We saw the wicks. The first time we broke down under, we went down, we went up. Of course, there's a lot of people that said this is a Wyckoff accumulation. And yes, it's easy to spot a Wyckoff accumulation after it's finished. But if you're in a Wyckoff accumulation, you can't track it exactly unless you see the breakout. Either it's in a distribution, this was a Wyckoff distribution, and the accumulation is what we saw right here. This is the Wyckoff accumulation. And so, as we mentioned, the market cap of crypto is growing with time, meaning this asset, all of those assets will only go up with value in time. Of course, there was 500 coins maybe before CoinMarketCap keeps 2000, I think it was 2000 at the end of the bull market in 2017. I guess it was 2000. I saw it somewhere. And now CoinMarketCap keeps track of 10,000. So that's 5x the number of cryptos, which is insane. So this is very bad. This single yellow X on the daily is very bad, but the fact that we went a long time and didn't see another one is kind of good. But if we take a look on the 4 hour, those things are popping. Those things are popping. Yellow X means manipulation, which means you better stay out of the market if you're trading leverage. If you're not trading leverage, take cautious moves. We're seeing 2 yellow X's right here with one, and we can see the slope of the price action right here is much steeper than here. We might have a bit of a run to the upside on the short term, which doesn't do anything. I mean, there's pretty strong resistance right here. I'm gonna get back those. I'm gonna delete those. Here. This is a pretty important resistance. We might go off it and get supported by this 200 moving average. This is the 200 moving average, which will turn into resistance. That's what I believe. And that's what all those YouTubers believed. But when this happened, they started calling again a similar cycle than in 2013. So don't get caught in this bullshit. I don't think the Bitcoin price will go up, creating another all-time high. I would wish that in the short term. It's not happening. And so I would like to talk about this conspiracy, previous conspiracy, which is no longer a conspiracy. And it is a conspiracy by Chico Crypto. Chico Crypto dug out conspiracy of space tokens. And so let's go to one of those tokens, and then we're gonna check something on Twitter. So this is the tokens, 335 days. You can go and watch the Chico Crypto video for this conspiracy. I'ma put the link in the description. I'm new to this link and all this, but Chico Crypto is great. I have no problem putting a link to his video down there. But this, all what he was speculating on, is no longer speculation. The space tokens are coming. Here he is, blockchain leaks. I want to show you, because this conspiracy, it might blow your brains off. I still call it conspiracy because I can't believe that it's happening. Wait a second. Okay. Point blank. There we are. This is what I want to show you guys. So this is a project. This is their Medium article as well. I'm not going to go into the full story. You can check Chico's Crypto's video. And so what this story is all about is that a company named Geometric Space Corporation Geometric Space Corporation is working with Elon Musk's SpaceX to launch satellite into low Earth orbit. And they're launching, here it is, the same countdown, guys, the same countdown, 366 days right here. No, I guess it's less, 335, so there's 1 month difference. There's 1 month difference. Come on. I guess I've got pretty much a lot of things opened on my PC. I'm currently on the laptop. My PC is in repair, and yeah, it's running a bit laggy. It's running a bit laggy today. SpaceX Falcon 9 Firefly Alpha. And so I guess this is the project we're interested. They're gonna launch 12 6U cube satellites. And so what does that mean? What does that mean? This is a cube satellite. This is a cube satellite, which can be deployed into low Earth orbit to provide radio signals, etc., maybe collect data, some sensors. But those things will have screens on the sides of the CubeSat. Those are screens. And what are those on the screens? Those are NFTs. What? Yes. Space advertising. We are seeing all these companies taking space flights or hot air balloons from Miami, or like Virgin Galactic doing a tour of the Earth for like, I don't know how much dollars. But this is amazing. This is amazing. This gives everyone a chance to go and invest in those tokens and be like a holder of an advertising company which owns panels on the highway, for example. Companies will come to you and say, yo, I would like to advertise my new Nikes or my new phone or my new YouTube video, my new song. I don't know what they can do. They probably do a lot of insane shit. This is how you capitalize on this. You buy those tokens. What are those tokens? Gamma Protocol is one of them. If you go to one of their websites, those are the 4 others. There's 2 of them controlling the X and Y coordinates of the screen, and so you can control the position of an LED. There's another one that can control the luminosity of an LED. There's another one that will control the time. And so if you have all those, if you could buy a portion of all of those tokens, I guess there's only XO. Those are Greek letters, by the way. There's only XO, which is in high supply because it controls time. And so just like there's the 9:30 commercial and then the 11 p.m. commercial, that's exactly the same idea. The difference is that it's decentralized. People can capitalize. Let's go and see the price. Take a look at the price. Gamma Protocol, I think it's the luminosity. But so brief. If you control the time, the color of an LED, the luminosity, and the X and Y coordinates of an LED on a screen, you have a portion of the screen. And now companies, or if you want to do your own advertisements, you got yourself a position in a CubeSat in space, which is mind-blowing. Yeah, which is why it was called a conspiracy. At least I was calling it a conspiracy. This is the gamma. This is the gamma USD pair. This is a relatively new coin. It was back, it was launched on 420. Cool. 420. 420. And so this is what it looks like. Pump, dump, pump, dump. But this look like it looks like this thing might be going off. And I could tell you that all other tokens maybe does not have the same prices, or does not consolidate in the same price range, but it definitely is doing the same pattern. Let's take a look at another one, whatever, this one. Xi, this is the time. No, this won't happen, because as I said, I think the time token is has different tokenomics. So beta. Let's go to the DEX tools. I just want to prove, for example, it's 400 bucks. This one is 50, and it's doing kind of the same thing. You see? Pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, rounded bottom. Pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, rounded bottom. All of those are rounded bottom. This is a rounded bottom. This is a rounded bottom. And this is the dump. This is the dump. This is the dump. We might see a long rounded bottom, or maybe with this tweet, because this tweet, June 11, no, not June 11, I mean the one of the freaking, yeah, this one, 8 hours ago, which is the Medium article, 8 hours ago. And so I think that this might blow. This might blow. I don't know. I didn't buy any yet. I might buy just after this video. And so they're pretty much, if you like to read, you can read this article. I guess they're only talking about their part of the mission, but there's other projects involved as well. There's Non-Fungible Yearn, which is NFY, which is an NFT company, which Chico Crypto says that will be the platform on which the NFTs will be advertised on the CubeSats. On the CubeSats, right here. Those are NFTs. How are they gonna be sent to space as NFTs? And so the screen will be displaying an NFT. And so we need an NFT platform, which is NFY, Non-Fungible Yearn, which the whole point of the company, as Chico Crypto says, all the information I got from this project was from Chico Crypto. Yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job with this. He did a great job. I will link I will post the link of his video below, but it's pretty interesting. If you guys have never heard of the space Greek tokens, I guess you should go and watch Chico Crypto's video, follow all those sources, and then follow the projects yourself. But because this is really amazing, guys, I want to share this with you. It's amazing that now we can capitalize on space advertising. So let's get back to the article. The Greek ERC tokens are named after the Greek letters Gamma, Kappa, Rho, Beta, and Xi, according to the Greeks who depicted their champions in the night sky. GEC is geometric. GEC, I think there's a bigger company, and this is a sister company, or maybe the other one is the mother company, which has something, which has a name other than space in the middle. So geometric, something with an E, corporation. It's all in Chico's Crypto's video. I think it's here, Energy Corporation, Geometric Energy Corporation, yeah. Naturally, a larger holding of each token allow a larger number of pixel, color, and duration of display to be specified. To use a more modern analogy, rho beta can be thought of as real estate. Rho and beta are the tickers for the space Greek rho and beta, the Greek tokens. Those are the tickers. Pixels, to use more modern analogy, rho and beta can be thought of as real estate, while kappa and gamma are the architecture and xi is the lease. It is a pretty important, pretty groundbreaking subject those guys are working on. They're transforming civilization. I mean, it's inevitable, just like the price of Bitcoin will go up, it's inevitable that we're going to space and we're going to be a multi-planetary species. This is what it's all about. We can't stay here. We've been surviving enough on this planet and now we're fucking it up. But we have been surviving, and so we'll try to find other ways to survive. We are intelligent people, intelligent civilizations. We have technology and we're evolving. And from all the past experiences until now, we have obviously made the right choices in time for us to be habitating the earth like no other animal, fucking it up. And we are just like, and we've breached 8 billion, I guess, before COVID. I don't know what is the number of people living right now, but I don't even want to Google it. COVID is sticky as well. And so this is the thing that I wanted to share with you, space tokens. This is very interesting. I did not invest yet, but I will invest soon, because this article just approves everything Chico Crypto has been predicting and analyzing. Well, we'll see you in another one with Crypto Osho. As always, take care, guys.